Hello, little ones. It's me, Gogo, again, ready to tell you a very beautiful Bible tale. Today, we dive into the New Testament. Oh, yes, we look into the boy who walked on water. And guess what? He started drowning, but someone was there to save him. Let's swim right into it. One evening, Jesus had finished feeding a big crowd of over 5,000 people with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. People were amazed and they wanted to stay close to him, but Jesus needed some time to pray. So Jesus told his disciples to go get a boat. Get in the boat and go ahead of me to the other side of the lake. I will catch up with you later, he told the disciples. The disciples listened and started sailing across the lake called the Sea of Galilee, while Jesus went up on a mountain to talk to God. That night, the wind began to blow stronger and stronger. The sky grew dark and the waves became big and scary. The disciples were in the middle of the lake, trying hard to keep the boat from tipping over. They were cold, wet, and afraid. Then, in the middle of the night, something amazing happened. The disciples looked out across the water. They saw someone walking toward them on the waves. "It's a ghost!" they screamed in fear. But then a voice of Jesus called out, "Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." The disciples looked over, and yes, it really was Jesus. He was walking on water as if it were solid ground. He wasn't sinking. He was just calmly walking towards them in the middle of the storm. Peter, a brave and bold disciple, shouted back, "Lord, if it is really you, tell me to come to you on water." Jesus smiled and said, "Come." So Peter climbed out of the boat, step by step, with eyes on Jesus. Peter began to walk on the water too. The waves were all around him, but Peter was walking right on top of them. He couldn't believe it. He was walking on water just like Jesus. But then something happened. Peter looked away from Jesus. He saw the big crashing waves and felt the strong wind blowing. He got scared. "What if I fall?" he thought. The moment Peter took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the storm, he began to sink. "Lord, save me!" Peter cried out. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. Jesus said gently, "You have such little faith. Why did you doubt?" Together, they climbed into the boat, and as soon as Jesus stepped in, the wind stopped. The waves calmed down. The storm was over. The disciples were amazed. They worshipped Jesus and said, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Here's what we learn from the story, children, that when we keep our eyes on Jesus, we can do things that seem impossible. But when we focus on our fears, we might start to sink. Jesus is always right there to catch us when we call out to Him. The end. Enjoy the story? Hooray! I enjoyed it too. Now don't forget to like and subscribe so Gogo can keep releasing tales like this. Until I see you again, my friends, goodbye and God